Hello, welcome to the Warframe Collective. I am Remo Yes Man, and this is going to be your monthly bug, glitch, and high IQ report in Warframe. Now, in our first clip, we have a high IQ play from a player that's running Haro. This guy is going to be going after Arcane Amar, and it looks like he's going to be using a combination of the Scourge Prime and the Nail Prime. And this guy using Haro is just able to absolutely melt the Archon in less than, I want to say, 9 seconds. This guy melts the Archon like it's nobody's business. And this is post-update. Next up, we have a player in the Void. He appears to be running a survival, and he's running Wisp. It looks like an Acolyte is going to pop up on him, and using a combination of transference and whatever the fuck, this dude is going to absolutely one-tap the Acolyte. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what this guy did, but whatever he did, it's highly effective, and the only caption this guy gives is kaboom. Next up, we have another player that appears to have turned into the chair for the Railjack navigational station, and this guy is just running around, jumping, repairing stuff, having a good old time. This one's never actually happened to me though. Next up, we have another player that appears to be in an Archon mission, except his Kavat appears to be headless. And this glitch has actually happened to me before. This glitch is actually a pretty common one when dealing with the Kavats. Either this glitch or you'll see your Kavat floating, so this one's actually not too uncommon. Next up, we have another player running across the Viri and ghost capping the worm simply by using his operator and his glaive. And I'm not sure if I showed this one before. I know I've seen something similar, but I always find it impressive to where a player gets all of the right variables to where you can just run across the Viri and cap the worm simply by using your operator. That's awesome to me. Next up, we have a player in the Simulacrum, and he is using the Scourge Prime in conjunction with the Furus, and he is trying to demonstrate that when you use the incarnate form of the Furus with the Scourge Prime, it makes the Furus incarnate form deal self-damage. So keep an eye out for that. Next up, we have a player on the plains of Eidolon, and he is demonstrating that if you're on your horse and you completely use all your secondary ammo, it then allows you to use your primary on your horse. So yeah, check that out, guys. I'm not sure if that one's a glitch or if that's working as intended. I imagine it's a glitch if it only works when you're out of secondary ammo, but either way, that's kind of cool. Next up, we have this player that appears to have somehow managed to equip his primary weapon while using Merlina. If you guys don't know, when you're using Merlina, you can only use secondary weapons. But somehow this guy has managed to equip his primary on Merlina, but he doesn't appear to be dealing any damage, so this might be like a pointless ass glitch. Next up, we have a player that claims he managed to get a fuck ton of these domestic drones from Barrow Kaitier, and I don't know if these are event items. I haven't been participating in a lot of the events lately, or I'm not sure if you just buy these for ducats, but this player stated that this is like a 0.06% chance of happening. I don't know how he would know those statistics, but either way, if you did get some free shit, hey, more power to you, my man. Next up, we have another player taking on the Wolf of Saturn with Valkyr. And this guy gets in here and he activates his war cry and he absolutely melts this boss like it's nobody's business. One of the fastest kills I've seen of the wolf thus far. Next up, we have this guy taking on one of the specters at the junction, and he appears to be taking on the Loki Spectre, and he activates Octavia's 2, or is that her 3? I don't know, I don't use Octavia, but he just absolutely melts this Spectre. So yeah, good job, my man. Next up, we have another player with some high IQ gameplay, and this time he is using Wisp, and he is using a combination of the Scourge and the Nail. And once again, this guy is going after Archon Amar, and this guy is just going to absolutely melt the Archon like it's nobody's business. So yeah, more power to you guys, especially considering the fact that DE was like, we don't want people one-shotting the Archon. Well, you don't have to worry about people one-shotting the Archon when they can just put out several shots over the course of a couple seconds. Anyway, moving on. In our next clip, we have this player in the Simulacrum. And this player, he says he wants to show off his Jack Kuzar baseball build. So what this guy's gonna do is this guy's gonna essentially use the Jack Kuzar as a baseball bat, and he is gonna send a bunch of these units flying, and it is absolutely 100% effective in the Simulacrum, but I don't know how effective it will be in actual gameplay. Either way, it still looks pretty cool. In our next clip, we have this player demonstrating what animal herding is like with Grendel, as he literally just eats all of the animals and he releases them back at the pen. So yeah, that's good on this guy. That's some pretty high IQ gameplay from this player. Anyway, moving on. Last but most certainly not least, we have this player right here. This player is in the hub area of what appears to be Deviri, and they stated that they have found the credits for the new update. And as you can see right here, they proceed through this little route right here and make a sketchy little jump, and they come to what appear to be the credits. And with that, I might as well wrap this video up, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Like and subscribe for more content, and have a beautiful day. Peace.